Time to move up a decade again from the previous 1990s collection, back to the 2000s. It was a time of flip phones, questionable fashion choices, and still a treasure trove of incredible JRPGs that kept us glued to our controllers. So, fire up those early millennium consoles and prepare to bask in the warm glow of nostalgia once again. Baten Catos, Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. Baten Catos' Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean is like stepping into a stunning watercolor painting that's come to life. This game takes the classic JRPG formula, throws it into the sky, and then just leaves it there. That's right, the world is a series of floating islands, and you'd better believe they're as fantastical as they sound. One of the standout features of Baten Catos is its card-based combat system. Instead of your usual spells and swords, you're dealing with a deck of Magnus cards. It's a delightful mix of strategy and unpredictability that keeps every battle feeling fresh. The story, revolving around Catos and his quest for revenge, is a twisted tale filled with surprises and unforgettable characters. And let's not forget about the music. Motoi Sakuraba's soundtrack is a symphony of epic orchestral compositions that will make you feel like you're soaring through the skies yourself. It's a game that's full of charm and personality. Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria. Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria, a game where Norse mythology meets JRPG in a beautiful dance. And when I say beautiful, I mean it. The game is visually stunning, with intricate details and animations that make every frame feel like a work of art. The game plays with an innovative combat system that combines real-time movement with turn-based strategy. It's a ballet of epic battles where positioning and timing are as important as the strength of your attack. The story is a rich tapestry of gods, mortals, and the intertwined destinies that bind them. Our heroine, Silmeria, is one of 3 Valkyrie sisters, and her journey is one of betrayal, redemption, and epic battles. With its combination of beautiful graphics, a complex story, and an innovative combat system, Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria is a masterpiece that any JRPG fan should experience. Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey. It's like if Final Fantasy and a beautifully written novel had a love child. This game is the brainchild of Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, and it shows. Lost Odyssey brings together all the elements we love in a JRPG. A rich world, memorable characters, and the combat system that's as deep as it is engaging. But where it really shines is its story. The game follows Cain, an immortal who has lost his memories, and the journey to regain them spans not just a vast world, but also 1,000 years. But it's not all epic battles and world-saving. The game features 1,000 Years of Dream, a collection of text-based stories that delve into Cain's past. These stories are deeply emotional and beautifully written, adding layers to the character and the world that most games can only dream of. Lost Odyssey is a game that's not afraid to tug at your heartstrings while delivering an epic JRPG experience. Magna Carta Tears of Blood. Magna Carta Tears of Blood is a game that's as intriguing as its title. The game presents a world where humans and the native Yasan are locked in a bitter conflict, and you, playing as Kalinx, are stuck right in the middle. The combat system is a blend of traditional turn-based mechanics and timing-based elements that will keep you on your toes. And oh, the Trinity action system is like a game of rock, paper, scissors but with elemental magic and attacks. But what really makes Magna Carta stand out is its artwork. The character designs are by Korean artist Hyung Tae Kim, and they're gorgeous, full of detail and personality. The story is a richly woven tapestry of politics, betrayal, and personal growth. It's like a good book that you can't put down. The game's blend of engaging gameplay and captivating narrative makes Magna Carta Tears of Blood a hidden gem in the world of JRPGs. Wild Arms 3. Wild Arms 3 is like a love letter to the spaghetti westerns of old, but with a JRPG twist. You know those movies, tumbleweeds, saloons, and gritty gunfights? Yeah, that's Wild Arms 3, only with a dollop of magic, a sprinkle of turn-based battles, and a healthy measure of exploration. It's the Wild West of your dreams, but not as you know it. You take control of Virginia and her gang of drifters, who are as varied as they are interesting. From a gunslinger who's lost his memory to a robot cowboy, there's no shortage of quirky characters to meet. The story is rich and layered, like a good trifle. Only the trifle is made of guns and magic, and it's being served in a saloon. Coupled with a striking cel-shade visual style, Wild Arms 3 is a blast from the past that still packs a punch. Eternal Sonata. Eternal Sonata, a game with a premise as poetic as its title. The game takes place in the dreams of the famous composer Frédéric Chopin during his last hours. Yes, you heard it right, a JRPG based on a real-life classical music composer. And boy, does it hit all the right notes. The game's rich musical theme extends beyond just its plot, influencing character names, environment design, and even the combat system. Speaking of combat, it's a beautifully harmonized blend of turn-based and real-time mechanics that will have you conducting your party like a well-rehearsed orchestra. The story is a symphony of heart, humor, and fantasy, all presented in a gorgeous, vibrant style that makes every scene look like a painting. If all that wasn't enough to make you want to dive headfirst into Chopin's dream, the soundtrack is an absolute masterpiece. Eternal Sonata is a game that's as soothing to the ears as it is stimulating to the mind. The Last Remnant. Imagine a world filled with mystical artifacts known as remnants, which have brought about an age of prosperity. But with great power comes great, well, you know the rest. Cue the ensuing chaos, political intrigue, and large-scale warfare. What sets this game apart from others is its unique combat system, where you don't just control one character, but whole groups or unions of characters. This leads to some truly epic battles that feel like they have real weight and stakes. The protagonist, Rush Sykes, is as likable as he is relatable, and his journey to find his kidnapped sister is both emotionally engaging and packed with twists. The graphics, particular for its time, are stunning, bringing to life a beautifully detailed world that's just begging to be explored. The Last Remnant is a hidden gem of the 2000s, a game that's as deep as it is enjoyable. Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc, a game that takes a well-known historical figure and tosses her into a beautifully crafted fantasy world. In this tactical RPG, you follow the journey of Jeanne, a young shepherdess who is chosen by a mystical armlet to save France. Yes, you heard that right, a mystical armlet. The game's turn-based combat is a dance of strategy and tactics, with each battlefield providing unique challenges to overcome. Jeanne's ability to transform into a super-powered version of herself keeps battles interesting. The story, while taking liberties with history, is a fascinating mix of real-world events and fantastical elements. And let's not forget the visuals. With vibrant cel-shaded graphics, Jeanne d'Arc is a feast for the eyes. It's a game that takes history, sprinkles it with fantasy, and delivers a truly memorable JRPG experience. Luffia, The Ruins of Lore. Luffia: The Ruins of Lore, the fourth entry in the Luffia series, is a game that is brimming with classic JRPG charm. You follow the journey of Eldin, Torma, and Rami as they set out to stop an evil empire from resurrecting an ancient beast. It sounds like your classic JRPG plot, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. The game's combat system is traditional turn-based fare. The game's puzzle-filled dungeons are a standout feature, requiring you to use your brain as much as your brawn. The story is a charming adventure filled with lovable characters and unexpected twists. With its blend of puzzle solving, combat, and an engaging story, Luffia: The Ruins of Lore is a must-play for any JRPG fan. Mana Khemia, Alchemists of Alrevis. A game that takes the classroom drama and combines it with the thrill of adventure in a JRPG setting. The game's unique twist? You're not just any student. You're an alchemy student. The game's crafting system is its standout feature. Well, it's also part of the Atelier series of games. It's like the best science class you never had, where you combine ingredients to create new items and equipment. The turn-based combat system is a joy, with each character having their own abilities and the burst system adding more strategical element to battles. The story, revolving around Vayne Aurelius and his friends, is a fun mix of school life, personal growth, and uncovering the secrets of alchemy. The character interactions are charming, and you'll quickly find yourself invested in their personal stories and growth. Mana Khemia's quirky blend of school life and JRPG mechanics makes it a refreshing and enjoyable experience. Drakengard. Drakengard, a game that takes you on a roller coaster ride of emotions filled with epic battles and a dark, gripping narrative. You play as Cain, a prince who forms a pact with a dragon to save his sister. Yes, a dragon, and trust me, she's as badass as she sounds. The gameplay is a mix of hack-and-slash ground combats and aerial dragon-based battles that will have you feeling like a true dragon knight. The story is a dark tale of love, loss, and the horrors of war, interwoven with multiple endings that will keep you guessing until the very end. The game's soundtrack is hauntingly beautiful, perfectly complementing the dark and grim world. Drakengard's combination of ground and aerial combat, a dark and engrossing story, and unforgettable characters makes it a game that leaves a lasting impression. Atelier Iris Eternal Mana. Atelier Iris Eternal Mana. It's like a breath of fresh air in the world of JRPGs. This game takes the traditional elements of JRPGs and infuses them with a healthy dose of crafting and alchemy. You play as Klein, a young alchemist, and his journey is a delightful mix of exploration, combat, and yes, a lot of crafting. The game's alchemy system is deep and rewarding, allowing you to create everything from healing items to powerful weapons. The turn-based combat is a joy, with each character having their own unique abilities and mana spirits adding an extra layer of strategy. The story is a charming tale filled with colorful characters and a sense of wonder and discovery. The visuals are bright and cheerful, providing a colorful backdrop to your adventure. Atelier Iris Eternal Mana is a game that manages to blend traditional JRPG elements with a unique focus on crafting to create a truly memorable experience. Phantom Brave. Phantom Brave is a game that takes the grid-based strategy RPG genre and says, You know what? We don't need grids. Instead, it opts for a free-roaming battle system that gives you a great deal of flexibility in how you approach each fight. You play as Marona, a young girl with the power to summon phantoms. And no, they're not just for show. You can actually use these phantoms in battle, each with their own abilities and strengths. But what really sets Phantom Brave apart is its confined system, where you bind phantoms to objects on the battlefield to aid you in combat. The story is a heart-wrenching tale of bravery, sacrifice, and the power of friendship. The visuals are vibrant and colorful, lending a pleasant charm to the game. Growlancer, Wayfarer of Time. Growlancer Wayfarer of Time is a game that's as epic as its title suggests. It takes you on a journey through a world on the brink of destruction, and you, as the silent protagonist, are the only one who can prevent it. The game's real-time strategy battles are a joy, providing a great deal of strategic depth and requiring you to think on your feet. The ring weapon system provides tons of customization, allowing you to tailor your character's abilities to your liking. The story is a sprawling epic filled with political intrigue, ancient prophecies, and a cast of characters that you'll quickly grow to love. The visuals are a delightful blend of 2D sprites and 3D environments, giving the game a unique aesthetic. Gaia 2 Cursed Memories. Gaia 2 Cursed Memories takes everything that was great about the original Gaia and turns it up to 11. You follow the journey of Adele, a young man on a mission to break a curse and save his family. The game's turn-based tactical battles are deep and rewarding, filled with clever mechanics like geo symbols and the ability to stack characters for combo attacks. And let's not forget the item world, where you can level up your items by fighting through randomly generated dungeons. Yes, even your items level up in this game. The story is a delightful mix of comedy, drama, and over-the-top anime antics. The characters are vibrant and full of personality, from the stubborn Adele to the haughty demon Rosalind. With its deep combat, hilarious story, and endless replayability, Gaia 2 Cursed Memories is a game that will keep you coming back for more. It's been an absolute blast reliving these timeless classics with you, and we hope you've rediscovered some old favorites, or perhaps found a few new gems to add to your ever-growing backlog. Now, before you all rush off to dust off your ancient consoles and embark on epic adventures, don't forget to check out Part 1 and Part 2 of our Best JRPGs series, where we've explored even more fantastic titles from the good old days. Trust me, your nostalgia-hungry heart will thank you.